So now we're ready to roll. Making vegetarian sushi starts off with a bamboo sushi mat. You can get these at most Asian markets and even at a lot of health food stores, and this is going to help us make a tight roll. So I'll put down the mat, then I'm going to put a sheet of nori seaweed on top. This is nori seaweed. It's a kind of sea vegetable, very rich in minerals, and this is raw nori. You can purchase it either raw or toasted, and you can tell the difference by the color. Raw nori is black, whereas toasted nori is bright green. So I'm going to lie the sheet of nori down on my mat, and now I'm going to begin layering ingredients. The first thing I'm going to put down is a little bit of that mellow white miso. It's a salty seasoning, it's made from fermented soybeans, and it's going to help my other ingredients stick to the roll, and it's also going to add a nice salty flavor. So I'll go ahead and spread some of the miso. You don't need a lot because it is quite salty. So I'm just using the back of a teaspoon. And don't drive yourself crazy trying to get it all exact and everything because you don't want to push so hard as to tear the nori. You just want to spread a little bit on there. And now I can start layering my other ingredients. The order doesn't really matter. You can just do what you like. I think I'll begin with some carrot ribbons. And it's important to layer everything into a nice, neat rectangle so that you have a neat, tight roll. Make sure you go all the way to the edge of the nori so that when you do roll it, you'll have a little bit of carrot peeking out, and that's going to look nice. I am, however, leaving about a ½ inch margin in front of me. I'm not going all the way to the front edge because I need something to hold on to when I end up rolling. If you're new to this, I recommend starting out with a little bit of a smaller roll. Don't layer on too many ingredients, and that's going to make it easier. Now I'll put down some of the cucumber slices. Again, going all the way out to the edge. And I'll put down some of my avocado now. Avocado is stickier, so I'd like to have it in the middle of my other vegetables. It's going to kind of help stick things together, hold it all together. 3 slices is enough for 1 roll. And now some red bell pepper. And then finally, I'll put some knot tuna pate on there. Remember our knot tuna? So this is going to be a rolled entree using knot tuna. I could stop here and make an all veggie roll, but I'm going to make this roll extra rich and special with some of the pate. It's easiest to shape this pate on top of your rectangle of ingredients with your fingers. I was so happy to discover that I could make vegetarian sushi without the rice because I try to cut down on the amount of refined carbohydrates I eat. And you really don't miss the rice in this dish. Okay, so everything is nice and neat and stacked, and we are ready to roll. I'm going to wash my hands. You want to start the rolling process with clean hands. To roll the sushi, grip the nori and the mat with your thumb and forefinger. That's where having that margin comes in. Now the idea is I want to get this piece of the nori over to the other side as quickly and tightly as possible. So I'm going to hold the other ingredients back with my other fingers while I do that. So here we go. Rolling forward, 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 and then I pull back. This is the key step. As soon as I get that tip of the nori on the other side, pull back firmly. Now I can lift up the bamboo sushi mat because I don't want to roll that into the roll. And I'm just going to walk it forward. I've already completed most of the roll with that first pulling back. This is just finishing it off. So I'm gently walking it forward, and then when I get to the end, I'm going to dip my finger in just a little bit of water and run it along the edge of the nori to seal that roll. Then I can complete the roll. You can give it a little squeeze here if you want, just to tighten it up. We'll unveil it. Now I can cut it. You can use a chef's knife, that's just a 7 to 10 inch knife to cut your roll, but I like to use a serrated knife because nori is a little bit tough and the sawing motion really helps go through it. So I'll cut this roll in half. And then I'm going to cut each of these pieces into thirds. That's a nice bite size. So between stacking, stuffing, and rolling, you've got your entrees covered. And this is a delicious gourmet roll called California rolls.